Got the crane erect. We lost one of the rams when we moved it. So something must have jiggled loose. Things happen. The ring also sort of detached because it only had 2 temporary tack welds. So it didn't go anywhere, but fatigued, cracked off. A couple other minor things. The visor was in the wind, it fatigued and cracked more. So today is just kind of a little bit of a follow-up. Jamie is going back to see her mom. Happy Mother's Day, Grandmother's Day, all the moms, and yet to be moms. Happy day. That's Sunday coming up. So that's it for this week. Unfortunately, this video, I'll be working because I get to dog sit and stay in the shop and meddle amongst myself. Jamie's going to be gone for a few days. It's probably the last video of this week. So we're going to attend to some crane action. Loose ends, little welding, little fab, probably a quick music video. And we're out. Until next time, enjoy. All right, we'll try to keep this straight and to the point. Building this crane, we start off with these big I-beams, H-beams, whatever you want to call them, you know. They got a center rib and a plate on each side. So Wade, our friend in California, donated those. And then I started coming up, you know, with the hinge, the pivot. We went through all that in the other episodes. I think it's episode 153 through 157 of the Little Jewel Project. A lot of episodes, you know what I'm saying. It's in there somewhere. It's in the archives. Anyway, I had a leftover of this heavy steel, so I just wanted to add something. You know, an engineer told me, well, this trussing you did in there does nothing for the strength. Was it done for the strength? Not really. It was just to look. You know, I wanted to look busy. We got a real busy kind of mishmash of pieces going on here. So I just didn't want it to look like, you know, well, he just took scrap and just made it work for what it was, right? Just we needed to lift something, so you did the minimum amount of work to get that. So instead, I'm dressing it up with all the leftover parts. There's a time lapse coming up at the end of this on how all that happened. So right now, I'm just going to go through with building this side with a little detail of the flat plate and this, and then you know, maybe we'll rotate it and you'll see how it all comes together. Right now, I'm just going to do some quick tacks and lay in these 2 heavy plates I had previously cut because they're already in the other side. But it's nice. This crane was a big jumble of guesswork, and it actually works. Lifts up the truck cab. It lifted up the UFO. I bet it could lift up a lot more. It's pretty stout. So I added this seat on kind of as a gag because if you know me, I do like to mess around a lot. I don't know if I'll ever sit up there. All right, so we just plug that one on there. The idea being, you know, this bearing, it's just double sleeved. It's heavy, heavy duty. If you see the episode, it's really massive. So just trying to give this little piece here a little more traction and grabbing it. Because you can imagine, you know, that is pushing upward and it's also a lever. So you got all that pulling on that thing. And these are big bolts too, so I feel good. All right, I didn't need to do that much welding for the moment. Trying to keep it going. Just gonna make a measurement on the other side to see where this second plate goes. All right, so this gets filled. Let's set that up. I got some lighter metal. Yeah, just like that. So we're gonna cut through from here to there, like so. I feel like that thing's gonna poke me right in the eye. See how that looks? Pretty close. You gotta take this down a little bit. So the look here is still very piecework, you know. I'm not trying to make it look too intentional. The whole vibe with this was sort of, you know, post-apocalyptic, just scrap heap kind of assemblage. So I don't think it should look too contrived, but I do want it developed. You know, as if the end of days were upon us and you somehow ended up with a giant stockpile of steel and a welder and electricity, and you needed to build a crane and you had nothing to do all day long except this. Am I making any sense? And also you had no engineering or artistic skill at all. Picture, if you will, that scenario. Let's cut a piece at 11 and cut a piece at 8.5. Be right back. All I'm saying is sometimes it takes a lot of extra effort to look so naive. You know what I'm saying? Like the term costs a lot of money to look this trashy. That whole scenario. You gotta dial it back sometimes. So this isn't gonna have the zigzag, these are gonna have X's. I vote 8.5. Ooh, it's 8 inches. Both ways. Be right back. I want to say something about that weld. You'll notice I'm welding downhill, welding vertical down, but I'm keeping the torch face up. So I have it set really hot, so there's a lot of material being deposited and melted. Fast wire speed, hot arc. So this is more of an ornamental weld, right? It's just to hold this plate in. If I was doing structural, the weld joint would be prepared differently and the process would be done differently. So just saying. What you're seeing here is naive artwork. As I mentioned from the start, it's going to be short and sweet. Taking this short hiatus, we'll be back at it first thing next week. Happy Mother's Day, mother-in-law. Like mother-in-law always says, little by little. This is what we did earlier. Whoa! That and that. I also supported this ring with 4 crossbars. And that's what you get. Slow and steady wins the race. Little by little. Flying by the seat of your pants. I don't know what to say about this. We're gonna have to put a deck, a walking platform on this, And we're going to further refine it some other time. But for now, progress today. See you next time. We got a wheelie popping UFO, parts on the way for the chain drive. The bug is cleaned out, ready for action. Shop is nice and cool. Let's do it again real soon. Thanks.